Matt from Nitro RC UK. Tonight we're gonna look at one of the many problems why your car does not start, especially when you bring the car, you buy a car and bring it home, open the box, take it out, fill the tank, and you basically try to start it to break it in, but nothing happens. Now, one of the causes could be a fuel tank that doesn't pressurize properly. Now, the way it works, the way a RC car, Nitro RC car works normally is you would have the exhaust. You have to, obviously, to start it, you need to prime the car, so you need to close the exhaust and pull on your pull start until you see the fuel going in from the fuel tank to the carburetor, and after that you put your glow starter and start the car. Now, sometimes this doesn't happen, and the reason for this is many times you will find that the O-ring under the fuel cap here doesn't seal properly, and therefore the air escapes from the fuel cap, and when that happens there is no pressure coming from the pipe that goes out from the exhaust into the fuel tank. This basically stops the fuel from going in the carburetor and obviously allowing combustion. Now, to test for this, the best way is to take out the pipe that goes from the exhaust to the fuel tank and blow in it. Now, you should see the fuel going in as soon as you start blowing. You should see the fuel going in the second pipe from the tank to the carburetor. If this doesn't happen, if you can hear the tank blowing, obviously there is a problem there, because if the tank is not sealed properly, doesn't pressurize, and therefore you won't have any fuel going into your engine. Now, a common solution is some fuel tanks will have a screw like this one underneath. If you screw in that screw, it will squeeze the O-ring underneath it, and therefore making it larger, and that should fit better with the fuel tank and make it a tighter seal. If even that doesn't work, I suggest you go to your local hardware shop and buy a larger, take the O-ring out from underneath the fuel cap, take it with you to the hardware shop and get a thicker O-ring, same size. Come back and try it on, and this time again you can do the test again by taking out the pipe that goes from the exhaust to the tank and blowing it. You shouldn't hear any blowing coming from the tank. Once that is done, you should be able to run the car properly.